What's up, Fit Fam? It's your boy Brain, and you're welcome to Get Fit on Black Drum TV, the show where you get your body in the best shape ever. So that's what's up. We'll be right back. Get to the deal of the day. Welcome back, fam. It's your boy Brain, Mr. Hurricane, and today we're going to be working on the upper body, and that's the chest and the shoulders. So this will help you get a very good upper body strength. Move things, you know, it's going to keep you in a very good shape. So that's what's up. And when I come back, I'll be here with 2 of my friends to get you the workout of the day. We'll do a stretch, then we'll go to the workout. Be right back. All right, guys, you're welcome back to today's session of workouts. Well, before we start, you know, as we already know, we're going through stretches first. So let's do this. Because we're working on the upper body, we're going to be doing a lot of upper body stretches. So this, and then stretch. All right, twist. The other way. Back. Let's go. All right, let's go down. Go down as much as you can while you keep your legs straight. Let's go. All right. Now let's go, legs wide, hands this way, and then stretch. Up. Now this time, just keep your hands wide, down to your toes. Up. All right, to the side. Up, to the side. Up. All right, now, what I want you to do is relax your shoulder muscles and then your chest muscles. All right, let's do this. Stretch. Bring your hands close and pull your pecs together. Stretch again. Let's go. This is a very good warm-up when you want to do push-ups for your chest. This helps you to keep blood pumping in the muscles in the chest. So it will be very easy for you to get your muscles in the chest to give you the results you want. Don't forget to squeeze the chest together this way. Squeeze. Squeeze. All right, that's it. So let's go into the workout proper. So we'll be doing different variations of chest push-ups because, you know, for the male and the female. So we'll be doing a different variation for the female. So I'll show you the variations to do, and then we'll get into the workout. So first off, we're doing normal push-ups, and this is you basically going down and up. You put your hands on the same angle as your shoulder. Just go down and up. For the female variation, you'd have to put your knee on the ground this way. For the female variation, you put your knee on the ground this way, and then you go down and up. So this is very easy for the females to do. The other one is much difficult, but this is easier. You go down with your knee up, with your knee on the ground, your legs up, and then go this way. All right, let's do this. All right, guys, so like I said, we're going to be having different variations of push-ups for male and female. So I'll go with D1 first, show you the male variation, and then I'll go with Debbie to show you the female variation of the workout. So we're going first with normal push-ups, your hand and your elbow on the same angle, and then you go down and up. Let's go for 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so Debbie is going to show us the female variation of the workout with our knee on the ground and our foot up. Let's go. Yeah, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so this is a very good workout. Push-ups help with every part of your upper body, your shoulder, your chest, your back. So we're going on another variation of push-ups. So this time, we're doing diamond push-ups. Diamond push-ups targets the innermost part of your chest. So we're doing the male variation first, like I said, with D1, and then Debbie will show us the female variation. So let's go. Diamond push-ups is basically you put your fingers in a diamond shape, and then let's go. Push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. All right, so Debbie is going to be showing us the female variation of the diamond push-up. Like I said, a knee on the ground and our foot up. Let's go, Deb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, that's it for the diamond push-up. And right now, the next set of push-up we're doing is called the open and close push-up. So this is a little bit more difficult than the other push-ups we've been doing. So what you do is come down, open, and then when you go up, you close it, and then open up and close it again. So that's how we're doing this variation of push-up. So I'm starting with D1 first. We're doing the male variation together, and then Debbie will show us the female variation. All right, let's go. We're starting, opening up, and then we close it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so that's it for the male variation. Debbie, let's go. Your knees still on the ground while we do the open and close. This is a little bit more difficult than the other ones. So let's watch Debbie do this. Let's go. Close it. Very nice. 2. Let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good one, Debbie. So that was very, 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 very good. Nice form, nice shape. So we're doing another round of push-ups, and this one is a killer. All right, guys, on this variation of push-ups, we're going to be targeting the shoulder and the upper chest. So how we do this is your hands on the ground, and then you raise your butt up as much as possible, and then you come down like you want to kiss the ground and push back up. This will target your elbow, your shoulder, and then your upper chest. So I'll be doing this with D1 first, then I'll show you what Debbie will do. So this you could do like 10 reps for male. For the female, you could do for 5 to 8 reps as beginners. As time goes on, you get used to it, you'll be able to do higher reps. So D1, let's go. So we're doing 10 reps of this. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, for Debbie, let's do this. We're doing 5 to 8 reps, as much as you can. Let's go, Deb. That's it. 1, 2, that's it. 3, that's it. 4, one more. Up. Yeah, that's it. Very good. So that's what it is for this variation of workout. So you do 5 to 8 reps if you're female, as strong as you are. Then with time you can progress and do higher reps. So with D1 for male variation, 10 reps is enough for you, and with time you can grow and do more reps. So we do this variations of push-ups for like 3 to 4 sessions, and then we're done. That's what's up. All right, guys, so that's it on today's workout for the chest and shoulder. Thank you, D1 and Debbie, for joining me on this. I know this was a little bit strenuous, but it was wonderful. So I'll be right back.
Epistemologic Events presents Princess Live at Moson Center. Date Sunday 14th November 2021. Time 5 p.m. prompt. Featuring Kofi, Josh Too Funny, Efewari Boy, J1, Vector, and many more. Tickets 10,000 naira. VIP 20,000 naira. Table for 10, 500,000 naira. Tickets available at David Wedge, Lekki, Bear Hawks Cafe, Ikeja City Mall, Jimmy-Tex Fabric, 15 Adeniro Ogusoya. Media support
Black Drum TV.
Princess Live, nothing but the truth.
Hello, good morning from wherever you are watching us. This is Hello Africa, brought to you by Black Drum TV. My name is Favor Aya, but I like to be called Favor. Of course, I have with me in the studio today, BC Bellumi.
2 episodes ago, you got the right name, Addis Ababa. And the Friday edition, right, you switched to BC Kwara.
All right.
It's good.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm okay. Well, it's been a wonderful week thus far. We had an amazing episode the last time we were here. And of course, today we bring you more and more details and information cut across the world, in Africa, of course, at large. We have our top stories for you today. We also have a wonderful topic and a guest who will join us. Also, we have our word fact and our sports updates to bring to you this morning. Of course, you can be a part of our conversation by joining us via the link in the description. And of course, drop your comments, rather, and we'll treat as much as possible as we do our topics. Yes, so moving on with top stories, but then before we get to our top stories, I think we had a guest who was meant to join us last week to discuss a very vital topic which we have considered a concern in the social media and Nollywood industry.
Not just Nollywood
in
industry.
the entire media space.
The entertainment industry,
yeah,
basically.
Entertainment industry.
Celebrities and their use of social media. You know, we
Yeah.
tagged October as
the month of
Naked October.
Yeah.
It was a very naked October.
It was a very naked October.
With people mistakenly leaking.
Had issues with
Issues
their
with
privacy.
their, no, not their privacy, as in, not the privacy was not invaded, mind you. They had issues with their devices, with their smartphones, smart tabs,
okay.
Uploading their private naked moments on social media by mistake. Yeah. So that is
a very
challenge.
Disturbing situation in the industry, and the rising numbers are just very alarming. But then, of course, we can't help but get to it immediately. Before we get to our top stories, we don't want to keep our guests waiting. So why don't we just talk about this, as this was the notes in which we ended last time.
Yes, and our guest today is Colonel Udofia. He's the founder and president of CMC Gladiators of Repute. He is also a PR expert, a media strategist, and an entertainment consultant.
Okay.
So we'll be having the conversation, social media, and celebrities and their use of social media with Colonel Udofia. Hello, Colonel Udofia. Are you with us?
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. We do hope that the Zoom network would not be an issue today because we have long promised to bring this guest to you to give you updates on this particular topic. And we kept moving it because we've had issues with the transmission of network, but let's hope that things would work fine this morning.
And I'm really beginning to find your hope. How well you hope.
Now you see where convenient. The hope comes in handy. Yeah, I like to say we hope, and eventually.
All right. Really good. Hello, sir.
Hi, good morning, sir. Hello, can you hear us, sir? Hello, sir, can you hear us?
I think the network is a little bit shaky.
Hello, good morning, sir. Can you hear us, sir? If you don't mind, sir, could you kindly just probably take a few minutes and communicate with us if it's okay to continue with our conversation. Probably just make a stop and confirm that with us because I don't think the network will be in the best
and I think seeing the fact
state.
that it's in transit,
yeah,
I
it's
think
transit,
it's really affecting the strength of the network. Okay, while we're trying to confirm that, we'll just go to our first segment, the top stories, and we'll run through.
Yeah.
And anytime we have a stronger network, we'll jump back.
We'll jump back with our guest.
On our guest, yes.
Yes.
All right, so the first top story. EFCC opens money laundering trial of ex-governor's aide's wife. It's not the ex-governor.
Not even the ex-governor, not
the
his
ex-governor's wife.
Not even
Not
the aide.
Not the commissioner's wife.
So I knew.
The aide.
That's the thing with working with BC. At BC, there's always a thing about you knowing the right words I have to.
Yeah.
So now the point is, those were going to be the first lines I was going to say because, like, when we complain about how the level of crime and corruption in our political sector in the country.
Can we count this as being part of the political sector? Because
now this is way away from it. That's what I'm saying. Now we're not hearing, because when we talked about situations about governors who probably their names appeared, or ex-governors and leaders who probably their names appeared countless times in court or on the internet,
documents
over,
like those Panama papers and
alleged crime and EFCC
money laundering.
Money laundering. We do not hear how there's a follow-up with EFCC and how they are dragged to court and all of that. But all of a sudden, you know, now the Economical Financial Crimes Commission on Wednesday opened its case in money laundering because it's instituted against Mrs. Beauty Apere at the Federal High Court, Yenagua, in Bayelsa State. The absence of, please, as much as I want, I know you would go ahead and say
no, come on, I'm not petty.
Okay, so the absence of EFCC star witness on October 20 has stalled the 20 million money laundering suit against Mr. Mbelakpo Apere and his wife Beauty in separate cases before the court. Well, this is contained in the statement signed by the spokesman of Kwara Command of Corps. Well, before I even get to that, now, the reason I paid attention to this was because the wife or the aide's wife probably must have played a role in the crime, and I don't think she would have access to it if someone didn't spill from, you know, like looking at the train from let's get.
If you want to talk about this, talk about this directly. Stop cutting through the corners.
Okay, so now they said the governor's wives.
No. The ex-governor's aide.
Ex-governor's
so who is the ex?
aide.
Is it the governor or the aide that is the ex?
And with specifications now, we are not hearing that the ex-governor was
the ex-governor's aide. So I think he was an aide to a governor.
Yeah.
So he's no longer an aide,
now,
right?
his wife had that much access, his wife had that much access to, I don't know, what would I call it, funds that money laundering could have happened under. Well,
so here's what I want to say, right?
Okay.
We understand that the political sector of Nigeria is shady at some points, as in talking about corruption and money laundering and all of that. But it left the governor, the governor's wife, the governor's cabinet.
That's exactly where I'm coming from.
Are you saying this? The governor's cabinet, and then the governor's now spilled over to the governor's employees. The aides, right?
Yeah.
And not them, their spouse.
Exactly.
So if there's going to be a trend of investigation, right? They should investigate the husband, investigate the person the husband works for. Because
that's what I'm saying.
According to the history of corruption in Nigeria, we know that sometimes money, diverted funds are taken from public, accounts,
eventually,
and then they are sent to someone's account that it can't be traced back to them. Do you understand? So
exactly.
I believe that it can't be
money
just
must have come from.
The money must have come from. Sorry, there's
the
a
train.
flow.
There's a long. Yeah,
there's
exactly.
a track. There's a train. You can. There's going to be a paper trail.
Before it got down to her, I mean,
it must have passed through
so many corners.
So many corners.
All right.
Moving on to the next top story. I'm really tired of reading these types of stories, and I'm sad. But bandits rape 2, attack others in Kwara, says the NSCDC.
Oh, well, so the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps has confirmed that unknown gunmen had attacked Nuko village in Kama local government area of Kwara State. This was contained in a statement signed by the spokesman of Kwara Command of the Corps, Mr. Babawale Afolabi, and made available to newsmen in Ilorin on Thursday. Well, he confirmed to the newsmen that the gunmen abducted 2 minors of the same family and injured the head of the family with several cuts from a machete. He said that he abducted the girls, or he said that the girls were abducted and released after the abductors had carnal knowledge of the abductors or abductees. I wouldn't know how to, abductors, or the people they abducted. The word.
The victims.
Yeah, the victims. But then it's the very disturbing thing about it is the rape case, because those were minors to start with. And as much as it's a very disturbing story, saying unknown gunmen struck the family and abducted the 2 minors and released them eventually later. Shouldn't the security personnel have had a clue whatsoever during this whole I don't know what will I call it, during the whole operation, because if you had informations about their release or people found them, at least there should have been a clue as to where this men come. But they said investigations are going on, and of course the 2 victims are receiving medical care ever since their release. But it's a very sad one, a very sad story, and I just pray justice is served to the abductors.
Oh, you're praying now, you're no longer hoping.
When the unknown gunmen are
First of all, I give you credit for talking through this story with a straight face. I do not think I could have done that.
It's very terrible.
See, this is my problem with African or Nigerian criminals, right?
Yeah.
If you are a kidnapper, don't damage a child.
victim.
Don't go ahead and start raping or whatever. If you want to kidnap and collect ransom, do that. Let's know that that's what you're doing, right? If you're a terrorist doing suicide bomb, stop kidnapping female children and then raping them. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just.
Very sad story. Very sad. Well, moving on.
Right, moving on. Okay, I think we'll just move on to the top story now. Security operatives allegedly shoot Ibadan Poly student.
Oh yeah, so now you see when we keep mentioning stories about security personnel and their tactical responses to situations. Is a very was it a couple of weeks ago we talked about how there was this chief or some leader that was kidnapped, and when the police,
when the security came to rescue,
went to rescue
while they were crossing
while
fires
they were
with,
exchanging
stray
fire.
bullet was but we can't tell if it was from the security operatives or from the kidnappers.
Now,
but it was during the exchange.
Let's talk about this.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. Tactical response.
Tactical response.
Of course.
If you were coming to
rescue kidnapped victims, there must be a tactical response.
I must be on the side of the kidnappers, right? I must be behind them all in their custody.
Regardless of where they are safe, the proper tactical response would be to
not to
rescue the victims without harm.
Without any harm, exactly.
Do you understand? So it will be stealth, infiltration, and extraction.
Exactly.
Not just storm the yard.
And firearms just in... I don't even understand. What was
I think it's the passion or the anger of the kidnap.
But then here's the thing with this story. So, sadly, it was a tragic moment at the Polytechnic yesterday as a female student of the institution, Miss Babatunde Taibiat, was hit by a stray bullet. Okay, so the funny thing about, or the sad thing about this story was that they were in class. A certain hall in the school premise called Sewage Hall of the institution, and they stormed, the security personnel stormed this particular hall to pick a victim, probably who committed a crime and was on the lookout for. So probably they went there to abduct this person, and in the process, I don't know how bullets started flying. Why exactly would there be gunshots in a learning space? That's exactly what I'm talking about when we say tactical approach or response from security personnel. But then the victim was rushed to the University College Hospital, UCH Ibadan, and is still responding to treatment at the time of filing this report. But then the Vice Chancellor of the school confirmed, or the PRO confirmed to students and lecturers and the press, that the victim was receiving treatment and was recovering, and there was no cause for alarm, and urged everyone to stay put as the situation was being handled and investigated.
See, I don't like where Nigeria is presently, seeing as our unknown gunmen are creating menace and chaos in society, and security operatives who are weaponized are also not handling their weapons
adequately.
Discreetly?
Yeah.
Or professionally?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the word.
And so now the question is,
before
what should we be more afraid of?
Okay.
Security operatives who are supposed to protect lives and properties, or bandits who are supposed to destroy lives and properties?
Okay.
Like, if you want to come at us directly. Stop wearing security. For example, as at yesterday being Thursday, the 4th day of November. See, yesterday or day before yesterday or Wednesday, either Wednesday or Thursday, at command side in Ekwaja, Lagos, a bike man or a Mara man, I can't really remember, was shot dead by a police officer.
Wow.
Right? And there was chaos because people started retaliating, like bike people, Mara people. As at yesterday, command was like odds in Ekwaja.
But he hope he didn't.
As in shot dead.
Wow.
Shot dead, yeah. Whoa. So now the question now is, after the end SARS protest, the end police brutality, police extortion, bad governance. Yeah. Of course, bad governance is like down the list, but we'll get there. But come on, police brutality and extortion, it's still going on.
It's still going on, exactly.
So it's like as if they just...
I agree with you.
It's almost like as if we're not listened to.
Exactly. I also have a report on that too. Sometime, just a couple of weeks back too, I was at a club somewhere on the island, and the same situation arose. I mean, someone who was probably drunk was having a case with a police officer, and they were having an argument to the point that they were physically exchanging blows and all of that. Now, the point is, in the whole situation, the police wasn't able to manage his temperament because he pulled out his gun and fired at this guy's leg. outrightly. I mean, people were literally watching. This was like 2 a.m. and you just put out, and for Christ's sake, this guy was drunk under the influence of alcohol. So you were in no position to take advantage of it. But then it happened. So it got me asking questions. I mean, where do these people get their trainings from? Who are the people who authorize them? At all. Who authorize them to have fire ammunition in possession? Are they qualified yet? Is it, because that's the situation we're having
exactly
now.
What I feel like, I like the question, are they qualified yet? I believe there should be a mental and psychological evaluation of every security operative that will be working amongst civilians with ammunition. They should evaluate your psychology if you're mentally fit and emotionally stable to handle a firearm. That's number one. Then secondly, I remember during the NSAS protest, right? That what's it called? Some random foreigner tweeted that when he came to Lagos, he had to ask his Uber driver, is Nigeria fighting a war that the world is not aware of? Because almost at every point, there's armored tank, RRS, checkpoints, police.
I agree with you.
Civilian police are holding automatic rifles. AK-47s.
All right, well, let's just move on with this. And when...
All right, the next top story is air travel demands dips by 62.2% despite global rebound.
Oh, wow. That's quite a good one.
Really? How so?
Okay, maybe by the time I'm done, let me just
all right,
go over it.
Take us through the story,
the African airlines have recorded a 62.2% decline in passenger traffic. Passenger traffic demand despite a moderate improvement globally. The International Airport Association yesterday announced a moderate rebound in air travel in September 2021 compared to August's performance. Okay, well, so I like the fact that there has been growth in this sector as the ban on COVID, especially after the ban on COVID with COVID.
Ban on COVID or ban on travel?
Ban on travel with COVID situations. Sorry about that. Now, the fact that things were adjusted and movements started recovering, well, compared to September, compared to August, was a better month. September had more travels, and yeah, the amount of travelers have increased. And so the customer base has settled and has probably just aligned properly. So there's like an adjustment in the degree or the amount of customers who would rather not fly because of the whole COVID protocol.
Yeah, because, you know, one of the things to help limit the spread of COVID is to have a well-ventilated space. When you're traveling in an airplane, the cabin is airtight. So if just one person is infected, is a carrier of the virus, right? All it takes is one sneeze or one cough, and everybody in that airplane.
I mean, but there has been an increasing number of migrations, so there's a whole lot of movement.
And December is coming, Christmas period. A lot of people will be doing a lot of travels.
Aside that, migration has been really
rising. I understand what you're saying now.
So that's where they are.
A lot of people have been on a JP
the
level.
percentage has grown like from 57.3 or 58.5, which was the number in August 2019, and as at now, it's way higher, as it's at 62.2%. Well, moving on.
Army withdraws personnel from checkpoints over rifts with Amotekun in Ondo, shuns security meetings.
Wow. Now, this is it again with security, and this says fear has gripped the people of Ondo State as the Nigerian Army has withdrawn its personnel from strategic places and checkpoints across the state, giving residents ominous signs of dangers ahead, especially in this season we are entering. I thought a couple of days we were promised that there will be more checkpoints situated at several.
Right, you know, right? Right now I'm thinking to myself, like, if the Nigerian military is withdrawing from a checkpoint, the most experienced, most weaponized, and long-standing law enforcement body that we have in Nigeria is withdrawing from a checkpoint for a newly founded Amotekun. What's happening? what would be so scary that, I mean, what would have prompted that action?
Okay. So, let me just say the reason, or the stated reason on the article says a military source who spoke with The Guardian yesterday attributed withdrawal of the personnel to a Cold War between the brigade command of 32 Artillery Brigade, Brigadier General Yakubu Yerima, and the corps commandant of
Amotekun. It's good. It's fine.
Amotekun Chief Adetunji Adeleye. He said that the rift between the officers had been on for some time now, adding that Army Commander ordered that all military checkpoints be dismantled, just as he directed the affected soldiers to return to the barracks. So my question is, please, what is this Amotekun? Is it like a military movement? Or
it's not a military movement. The Amotekun is more like, okay, you know,
vigilante group.
No, not a vigilante. It's a recognized security agency for the southwest region. It's almost like the Eastern Security Network, only that the Amotekun is government recognized and has been government approved. You get for just southwest. If an Amotekun person should move to the south or to the east, for example, they can't operate because it's outside of their geopolitical, their geographical territory. Exactly. So they're supposed to stay in the south. But regardless of what it is, I choose to believe that
the Nigerian army is superior.
Is superior. Do you understand? And when it comes to interstate road borderline, the Nigerian military should be the one to man those checkpoints, especially given the fact that kidnapping rates has increased
over the years.
over time on road transports, you know, people. So honestly, right now, I'm just the decisions these people are making and taking it. I'm tired of analyzing it because at some point you will not even see the logic.
Okay, so we'll take a break, and when we get back, of course, we'll bring you more top stories. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Make no plans for movie night until you have watched our reviews and recommendations. No punches are pulled in, telling viewers what they need to dodge and what they will love. Fresh episodes updated as fast as new movie titles are released. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. Or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Where's my dad?
I'm going to get you out of real life.
I'm going to get you out of here alone.
All over the world, there are underground food spots that thrive 24/7. These are well-kept secrets that only the well-connected know about. Come with us as we go on an adventure to discover the tastes and locations of the most popular street food joints across Africa. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. Or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. In a confusing world, and audiences need guardians on burning issues. Men of God give biblical interpretations to life's quandaries in every discussion. Grab a seat and let the Bible guide your thoughts. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. Or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Well, welcome back to the show. We took a short break for some reasons, and now we're back. Sorry for that. We have Adebisi Pelumi with me in the studio, and of course, my name is Favor. I like to be called Favorite. You're still tuned to Hello Africa, the show where we bring you premium news across Africa, and of course, we also have updates on entertainment, sport, and we bring you word facts too. Well, we've been dealing with our top stories, and then this morning we have a topic we're supposed to treat via Zoom. We had a guest too who would have joined us, but we're still dealing with internet issues that will be sorted out eventually. We do hope it's sorted out.
We do hope.
Yeah, we hope it's sorted out.
All right,
so moving on with our top stories this morning. This one says Donald Trump fever may be breaking.
Dun, dun,
So
dun,
there's,
dun.
so there's a fever called Donald Trump fever. Well, when it comes to Donald Trump, everything is expected. Yeah. Okay.
That's it. All right, so what this story is talking about is the election direction of the American.
Okay.
Right. So Donald Trump is a Republican, right? And the current president of the United States is a Democrat.
Okay.
Right. Joe Biden. And in some key states where Democrats are in dominated, two Republicans have won those states. Okay. And what they did is most of the policy that Donald Trump usually talks about or whatever, they sort of like dropped it. They didn't use their campaign strategy or their campaign points or their campaign strategy, like you said. So they took a different approach. Yeah, and of course. Seen as it worked like that, people are like, oh, okay. So the response is the Donald Trump frenzy or mind is sort of like, settling down a little bit. So people are now trying to now listen to Republican candidates on a sort of level playing field with the Democrats. Exactly. So Republicans are like, let's take that approach. I think it's time. And
now
even
you see how politics plays in places like this. Well, let me sorry.
No problem, it's fine. Even a Republican, I can't seem to pinpoint his name now, advised that, you know what, let's leave Donald Trump, okay? Let's leave him behind and let's focus on how we can win key states and, win back the United States in the forthcoming elections. But hey, that's the United States. Let's talk about our country. But that's what the story is about.
All right, okay, moving on. This one says satellite photos raise concerns of Russian military build up near Ukraine.
Before I give a quick report on this story, let me just quickly read one or two information. Okay, so reports that the Russians are moving military hardware some 250 kilometers from the border have raised eyebrows in Washington, and Ukrainian forces have deployed combat drones along the battle lines that separate them from pro-Russian separatists in the Donbas region. And Ukraine's defense ministry added that Russia had established a practice of, and I quote, transferring and accumulating military units for the purpose of maintaining tension in the region and political pressure on neighboring countries. Basically, is Russia showing it's a show of power. Yeah. Right? Russia is like,
they're
look,
coming into...
No, we're not coming in. I'll get to that. Russia is saying, this is us. This is what we have. If we wanted to, we would have invaded your country. Yeah. Don't forget that. You understand?
But like you always say...
well, I love Vladimir Putin, and I understand. I can understand where Vladimir is coming from, because Ukraine used to be part of the Soviet Union, and when there was a breakdown and you became Russia, then Ukraine also became. It's kind of like the thing happening with China and Taiwan, either Taiwan or Thailand. I can't remember. I think it's Taiwan. China is a sovereign state and has sovereignty over Chinese-speaking countries, except Taiwan or Thailand. I think one of them. I think it's Taiwan, except Taiwan.
Since we're not sure about the...
All right, so here's what the U.S. has to say via Kirby, who is a defense minister or something. I can't speak for Russian intentions, but we are certainly monitoring the region closely, as we always do. Any escalatory or aggressive actions would be of great concern to the United States. On Tuesday, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told reporters, and I quote, the movement of our military equipment or army units across the territory of the Russian Federation is exclusively our business. Russia has never threatened anyone, yet is not threatening anyone, and does not pose a danger to anyone, he insisted. Yeah. Right? Okay. Now, at the moment, it's a developing situation. Okay. The United States are still observing. But right now, the tension is a play of military power, military might. Russia is a nuclear power. Okay. America is also a nuclear power.
Yeah, but you like to always say America is...
No, when it comes to military hardware, the whole world knows that it's the United States of America. Yeah. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry in international politics knows that when it comes to military hardware, military might, the United States of America takes the lead, right? And second to that would be, I think, China, then India, then you have Russia. So even Russia would not want to pick a fight with the United States.
Alone.
Alone.
Yeah.
Exactly. Smart reply. So what the United States is doing is, okay, it's like chessboard. You're bringing your bishop, I'm bringing my knights.
Okay.
Or I'm bringing my, I think my knight. I'm bringing my knight. Do you understand? So America is not going to get involved, obviously, without the backing of the international community, but they are showing interest in the situation to let Russia know that, look, we can't allow you just invade Ukraine.
Okay.
All right? So whatever happens, we're watching. So everybody knows where they're staying.
It's a good one. I think I like this analysis from you. You're so interested in their military. All right. Okay.
It has to do with two of my favorite countries. I mean, Russia is.
Okay. Ethiopian rebels urge closer to Addis Ababa as fears grow over all-out war.
Yeah.
That's a breath that was necessary.
Very necessary, because the situation in Ethiopia is very sensitive and delicate right now. There's rebels, there's some regional military backing the rebels, there's the fact that the country's military itself, the army, have pulled out of being run by the federal government, right? And all of these three forces are united against the current Prime Minister, Abiy Ahmed, all right? To, I think maybe to overthrow him or to just against his rule, his leadership, right? So the rebels have marched, claimed some neighboring cities close to the capital, Addis Ababa, and they're, claiming, threatening that anytime soon they would seize the capital. All right. Of course, the international community is still observing the situation. The United States have, however, deployed a diplomat to stable or to see how you can stabilize the situation. So that's what that story is about.
All right. This one says Harris looks to strengthen U.S.-France ties in concrete ways on Paris trip.
Okay, so Vice President Kamala Harris, the highest ranking, the second highest ranking U.S. citizen, right? He's going to France. If you remember the story we covered as regards the AUS-UK pact, that's the Australia, United States, United Kingdom pact, where the United States was supposed to sign a contract with France to build some submarines, and they gave it to Australia, right? So, of course, Biden has admitted that the United States has handled the situation in a clumsy way, but he has sent Kamala Harris to see how they can restore their relationship with France, because the United States and France partnership is very important when it comes to promoting democracy across the world. And if you remember the case of Osama bin Laden, there was a partnership between the United States, United Kingdom, France was also involved. Right. So there's been this partnership, and I think NATO as well, and some other international bodies have France and United States, partnering together on some movement. Exactly. So United States will not want to lose that partnership. So they're trying to settle it. That's what that's.
All right. This one says why Tom Hanks turned down Jeff Bezos' offer to go to space.
If you are a fan of any of the following movies, what's it called? Angels and Demons, Leonardo the Da Vinci Code, and what's the third one? Inferno. Okay. If you're a fan of any of Dan Brown's books, you must have seen Tom Hanks in action, because he was the lead character in those three movies. In the three movies. So he was on Jimmy Kimmel Live. A late night show that I happen to love, by the way. He was on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and Jimmy asked him that he was promoting his new movie, I think Finch. So why didn't you take the offer from Jeff Bezos of going to space? And then Hanks was like, you know what, going to space, of course, it comes with a price, $28 million, and I'm doing good. I'm really doing good. That's what he said. So meaning he can afford the $28 million. But then he said going to space is something we can pretend and act. Right, so he was shaking on the chair like to give off the effect of like in a rose. So it was like he doesn't need to pay $28 million to have that experience of going to space. So he's fine on Earth here and he doesn't want to do that.
A very funny way to answer that. All right, we'll take a break, and when we get back, we'll bring you entertainment gist. Don't go nowhere. Stay with us.
How much do you know about Africa? Scratch that. Can you go head to head with other viewers and answer the general questions correctly? Smart Money Live Trivia is aimed at enterprising audiences who get rewarded while enhancing knowledge and sharpening decision-making skills. The Daily Game is open to all players on Black Drum TV social media handles. Fresh episodes are broadcasted from Monday to Friday on StarTimes Channel 194. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. You can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Welcome back. Of course, it's Hello Africa, and we, myself, Favor, I am with BC Pelumi in the studio. We just brought you the top stories. Of course, we are still giving you updates on trending news, and now we're bringing you trending stories, entertainment, gist. Of course, this one says OAP Toolz gives her followers interesting advice after they shared their secrets with her. Now, someone who happened to be a participant in her live session, or who also
but that's
viewed her story. No, not myself. I mean a fan who on her Instagram, I'm sure, said, I know my husband is cheating and I don't know why I can't confront him. And you could have heard, that's the thing with these entertainers. When you have so much influence, I'm very worried with the response you give to...
you get me, right?
Yeah,
the advices you give.
Because she came out straight to say, okay, confront him, then maybe sleep with his friends based on his answers.
I know the painful thing about that advice.
Yeah.
The fan can actually go ahead and do that.
Of course, because
her marriage will now, be ruined. She might not now be stable for a long period of time, jumping from one relationship to another, whilst the celebrity who gave the advice is in a stable, happy marriage.
Wait, now, the point where I'm coming from with this comment is, now, do you know there's no difference between saying this and actually doing it? It means it's something that you probably must have done.
You know what, I don't even care if it's something you must have done. What I care about is if you are not a marriage counselor, if you are not experienced counselor at all, a certified marriage or relationship coach, don't be giving advices to people because of the influence you have.
Yes, that's the thing.
If they don't come to you personally.
So people were calling out Tega recently over her actions with Boma in the house. Do you remember?
I remember that scenario.
So I feel like this is the same.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. If you can advise someone to go out and sleep with her husband's friends over...
Or just to get at her husband for cheating.
And you said it plainly, like, well, I'm just going to reserve my comments.
Honestly.
Okay, Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson's rumored romance heats up as they go on second date.
Wow.
I'm sure Kanye must be smiling at this.
Have you seen Pete Davidson?
Yeah, of course I have.
He's one weird-looking guy.
Very weird.
And he's a comic as well.
But then Kim Kardashian has always been known for weird things. That's why she ended up with Kanye. I mean,
at this point, I believe Kim's relationships are intentional. No, they are very intentional.
Very intentional.
Carefully chosen and crafted to suit a certain.
Okay, thank you. That's very deep. That's very deep. But then, of course, today is a Friday. I mean, I can't help but jump on this story. So, Pete happens to have appeared countless times with Kim Kardashian, but officially on dates twice. This second time, they must have seen he was out with his friends, and they appeared several. I mean, they came at different intervals. They arrived there at different times. But then people who spotted Kim at the restaurant said she appeared in style. She went right to him, and they both had a wonderful dinner together.
How sweet! I mean, of course, Kim is going to come out in style now. It's Kim Kardashian, for Christ's sake.
All right, moving on. Fireboy Rema Amare feature on Ladipo's sophomore project Providence. That's good. Okay. Big one to them.
I think we covered this when he said he was going to release it in one of our earlier episodes.
Joe Boy says he's done with being a lover boy in his music. Okay.
Wow.
Interesting. I like the fact that...
I like how he craftedly coined the "I've been served breakfast" with a very that's a very intelligent way.
Said this, and of course he mentioned this in an interview and said the reasons why he released the song "Sip Alcohol" And he also said he wasn't just doing this to bring people into an alcoholic lifestyle. I'm sure this is not a very interesting news to you, but...
Oh, no. See, that's where you get it wrong. I do not abuse alcohol, and I do not overtake it. I appreciate the craftsmanship used to... Honestly, I appreciate the craftsmanship of alcohol. That's just it.
So this song, Sip Alcohol, which broke the internet in a very wide, I don't know, the promotion on the song was also good. But then he gave his reason, TikToks and in social media buzzing the song. Well, he gave his reasons why the song was necessary. He just needed a break from the whole love game and all of that.
You know, you can't take a break after they serve you breakfast. Stop saying it like you willingly chose the break. They serve you the breakfast, you ate it, and now you I think they are called to.
Don't be like that.
I'm sorry, I'm just being realistic.
All right, no respite from good ultimate search. How is the show even going?
Are you asking me? I should be asking you. How did we move from bring back good ultimate search to what's happening is good ultimate search? How did we move to that?
Like, no respite from good ultimate search. Council of Elders. Well,
okay.
This is another housemate. This was a case of another housemate
being
evicted.
Contestant.
Contestant rather being evicted from the show.
I think we should call them searchers. Another searcher.
Hunters would be a better word.
What are they hunting for?
The crown.
No, they're not hunting for it.
The prize.
The crown is not a prey now. They're
when
searching for it. Explorer.
Okay.
Another explorer.
Okay. All right.
Explorer is fine.
Thanks, BC. You have the floor today. All right, that's it with this one. Okay.
This one says, peace at last. Yeah. Real worry Pikin visits hubby's office to apologize as bedroom tactics. Fails. Shares cute video. I saw this video. I saw it more than twice.
Yeah.
Right.
I hope you took a tip from it.
Don't do that. At first, I thought it was like a prank. Like I thought it was staged.
Yeah.
Saying as why would real worry Pikin just decide to talk about a marriage? Yeah. But then I remember social media and everything.
It's been the thing.
But then I saw her husband's reaction.
Yeah, you could tell.
You could tell he didn't expect to see her in the office. He was first surprised from the person holding the camera.
It was very honest.
Yeah, it was like, why are you in the office? Then he saw his wife. Was like,
okay. Something that
and then she said she's sorry, and it was cute. I love, man. It was beautiful to see that. It was beautiful. I almost shed it. But it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. I mean,
okay.
Why would she try? We're not done. Let's talk about the bedroom tactics. I like how it's a pigeon for me, man. Real worry Pikin's pigeon is, God, is flawless. And then she started talking about how she tried bedroom tactics to apologize to him, saying an Igbo man will wait for you to say, I'm sorry. And, it was just a beautiful sight. Why are you looking at me like that?
No. It's fine. I'm just going to hold back the statements I want to make to you until we're off the frame. All right. Moving on.
25 gave me my brand. I am coming for my empire. Baby and I just Dorothy says as she celebrates 26th birthday. Shout out to you, Dorothy. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And we hope you have your empire as well as you want it. Congratulations.
Okay. Congrats to you.
Amotekun is shocked that Buju's name is Daniel Benson.
I mean, why would you be shocked?
Hello?
I'm not shocked.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw the video and, it was asked, it was one of these trivia questions.
Yeah.
And they asked Amotekun, who is Daniel Benson? Amotekun was like, Kiss Daniel.
No.
And then they were like, no, it's not Kiss Daniel. So you could tell Amotekun was shocked when they told him, Buju. He said, Buju na Daniel Benson. And he don't tell me. I said, guy, what's it? Well, even me, I'm surprised. Like, Daniel Benson, Buju, how did he make that leap? All right, this one says, Larry Lawal parts ways with Brimo after 8-year relationship. On November 4th, 2021, Nigerian management company, Build Music Company, as led by Larry Lawal, parted ways with award-winning Nigerian singer Brimo. And the dissolution was announced via Lawal's Instagram page. He posted a write-up on his Instagram page that I'm not going to read. Just going to move on. Tiwa Savage moves on from the tape scandal, hangs out with Naomi Campbell, marks 19 million streams for Somebody's Son.
The song is glowing, it's going bigger and bigger.
The song has 7.5 million views, and many fans and colleagues have joined Tiwa in celebrating. So, congratulations, Tiwa. But next time, please keep your intimate moments private. Stop leaking it on social media. But big ups, congratulations. I love you. I'm a fan.
BC.
I'm a fan. Well,
thank you.
all right.
Thank you. All right, we'll take another break. And when we get back, of course, BC will be right here to give you sports updates, quick sports updates. And of course, we'll move to the other segments of the show. Stay with us.
Aren't you tired of playing different types of games that require in-app purchases? Here's something that might bring a smile to your game face. Introducing Smart Money Live Trivia Show on TV. You play against others to win cool cash prizes weekly. Participation is simple. Follow and interact with Blackdrum TV on its social media handles. Join the live show daily on TV 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. Post all correct answers on Blackdrum TV IG page. Fastest fingers always have an advantage. That's it. You're on your way to being selected to play for massive cash in our live studio face-off. Tell your friends to tell their friends of the new trivia show that gives cash rewards. Enquiries and sponsorships, contact marketing 0808 1105 907 or marketing at blackdrum.tv.
Welcome back to your favorite morning show, Hello Africa. My name is Adebisi, simply BC, and I'll be taking you through the sports updates that has occurred, in the past few days in the sport industry. And yeah, feel free to join us via the link in the description from wherever you're watching. Let's move on to our first sports story rather. Leipzig boss Marasic targets referee after draw with PSG. Leipzig coach Jesse Marasic has accused the referee of showing Paris Saint-Germain superstars too much respect and his players not enough during the 2-2 draw at home in the Champions League. Well, next time, Jesse Marasic, I think you should just stick with the better tactics and leave the referee out of it. Moving on. Rodgers praises Dakar impact as Leicester expects Ndidi return soon. Brendan Rodgers has talked up the budding partnership between Nigerian striker Kelechi Iheanacho and his Zambian strike partner Dakar. The Leicester City manager praised the team's chemistry in setting up the goals during their pulsating first leg victory over Spartak Moscow. The Foxes came from 2 goals down to secure a 4-3 win away at the Russian opponent a fortnight ago. The Dakar's 4-goal haul grabbing the headlines. Rodgers pointed out that Dakar's goals were a result of good link-up plays between the midfielders and Iheanacho's deep runs, which occupied the defenders to provide a space for the young Zambian. Klopp gives injury updates on Firmino, Oxlade, Chamberlain and Jones. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has taken stock of his squad after a nevertheless European display on Wednesday. The Reds, who were in action against Atletico Madrid at Anfield on match day 4 of the UEFA Champions League, won by 2-0. Klopp provided an update on the physical condition of his players during his post-match press conference. The greatest worry was for Roberto Firmino, who pulled up with a hamstring injury in the 78th minute after being brought on at halftime. The German tactician said on Firmino, and I quote, "If Bobby Firmino hadn't gone off with a hamstring injury, it would have been much better. But it was a good performance. I wouldn't have expected this when I saw the draw for tonight. Job done." Kamaru Usman names price for UFC fight against close friend Israel Adesanya. UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman is in the spotlight yet again. The Nigerian Nightmare on Saturday, November 6th at UFC 268 will make the 5th defense of his welterweight title at Madison Square Garden in New York against American Colby Covington. Usman, who is 34, in an interview gave his thoughts about a potential fight against his compatriot and good friend Israel Adesanya. Usman is fighting Covington for the 2nd time and has already taken on most of the elite challengers in the welterweight division. Adesanya, like Usman, has also been dominant in the middleweight division, and the potential of a fight between the two Nigerian fighters is one which mixed martial arts fans have expressed interest in. The prospect of a fight against Adesanya has always been dismissed, previously stating he has no interest in fighting his good friend. However, in the interview with Max Kellerman on ESPN, Usman revealed that if the UFC offered both fighters the small sum of $100 million, he would consider stepping into the octagon against his good friend Adesanya. Well, I guess money is the root of all evil, I guess. Usman told ESPN, Adesanya is my guy. That's something that me and him have to discuss. There's a difference between fighting and competing. If me and him decide we want to compete and the UFC is throwing $100 million at us, then we'll make it happen. Well, kudos to Usman Adesanya. I hope it definitely happens. Europa League, Victor Osimhen left out of Napoli's squad clash against Lega Warsaw. Red Hot Victor Osimhen has been ruled out of Napoli's Europa League clash with Legia Warsaw on Thursday evening. The Nigerian international suffered a muscle strain that saw him miss the Parthenopeans' 1-0 triumph at the Stadio Arechi over the weekend. And that's wrapping our sports update. Of course, Favor Aya, who likes to be called Favorite, will be joining us as we bring you the word facts. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Black Drum Sessions video series showcases African indigenous musicians performing live in our studios. Come take a trip around Africa through authentic and indigenous voices. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
My name is Edauto.
My name is Anne.
Akilabi.
Kayefi Osha.
Sola.
My name is Fine Art, and you are watching.
And you are watching.
Simi J, you're watching Black Drum Session.
Welcome back to your show, your favorite morning show, Hello Africa. My name is Adibsi Pelumi, simply BC. I have with me on the show my co-host who has joined me for this segment, Favor Aya, who likes to be called Favorite.
Hello.
All right, so we'll be going straight to the word facts, the fun part of the show, but also an interesting and educating part. I hope you have a note and a pen, like Favorite always asks you to have. And I'll be leaving the first word facts to Favorite to take us as, we move on to other word facts. Stop giving me that look, please. All right, the first word facts of the day. Favorite, help us out.
A single sperm contains, what is that least funny, BC?
Please. Educate us. Just go on.
A single sperm contains 37.5
megabytes, I think.
Wow. Okay, single sperm. Sorry about that. But I don't know how this is. Now,
would you read the word fact already?
When you put me on the spot to read things like this,
how is this?
I'm forced
how
to.
Is this putting you on the spot? This is you're the one who claims you're from the medical side,
okay.
All right, and you claim that you know these things. That's why I left it to you to read it to us, so you can give us much explanation.
Okay. No problem.
Further insight.
All right.
Proceed, please.
A single sperm contains 37.5 megabytes of DNA information. One ejaculation represents a data transfer of 15,875 gigabytes.
Wow.
Equivalent to the combined capacity of a 62 MacBook Pro laptop. Okay.
Wait, hold up.
Now, you don't have any right to make an analysis on this.
I'm not making an analysis. I want to ask a question.
Would you want to ask a question? Exactly?
You're from the medical side. You claim to know these things. So one ejaculation contains a combined capacity of 16 MacBook Pros. One. And we know that most Nigerian guys usually have more than one anyways. So, wow. Okay.
Moving on.
All right, in 26 states, impotence is grounds for...
Oh, wow.
you know, when I told you to take the first one, I did not see this one coming.
All right.
In 26 states, impotence is grounds for divorce. I agree, it's not fair, but it should not, well...
Okay.
I think there are pills to help out with this now.
Why are we
there are pharmaceuticals.
dealing with these weird facts today? Weird? Okay. All right. Let's just get on with it.
It is Friday.
Okay, it's Friday.
It is Friday.
A German for contraceptive is...
The words shown on the screen.
This very word.
This word right here shown on the screen, that's the word for contraceptive. Yeah.
So, by the time you finish saying it, it's too late.
Oh, I get this. I don't get it.
Oh,
so this is how it happens, right? When you have unprotected sex, with a partner, and you know you're not using any protection.
Okay.
Ideally, if you were an English person, you can tell her immediately, "Hey, babe, let's get some contraceptive. I think I, you know, did not pull out at the point where I was supposed to pull out, right?"
BC.
And you know, when that happens, if you were German, before you'd pronounce this word, the deal would have been done.
Okay. Now I get. Okay. Now I get.
Exactly.
All right.
Moving on, the top 10 most sexually satisfied countries are number 1, Nigeria at 67%. you see the excitement in your body.
Because if we were not at the top, I will have questions.
Second is Mexico at 63%, India at 61%, that explains their population. Poland at 54%, Greece at 51%. I mean, I understand the Greek gods. Oh, Lord. Holland at 50%, South Africa at 50%. Let me not talk. Spain at 49%, Canada at 48%. You can't blame Canada, now it's cold. And USA at 48%. Sadly, Japan ranked last with only 15%. Yeah, Japan is all about work.
Okay, that's good. But for Nigeria to top this list, I know we're good at something at least.
Hallelujah.
All right. This one says a single human male produces enough sperm in 2 weeks to impregnate every fertile woman on the planet. Okay. BC.
Because the next word fact says, because there is an increase in blood circulation around the genitals during a woman's period, she may experience more powerful orgasms during this time. Thank you.
By powerful, I'm lost.
I don't want to know. She's on a period, I'm not going in. Nope, thank you. I'm staying put.
No. Okay. Well, this one says, contrary to popular belief, large...
What is wrong with our word facts today?
I'm forced to... I wish... because right now, I think somehow, when we are done, we may have to do a review.
Exactly. This is too...
Please, BC, can you read that for us?
No, I'm going to read this to you.
I can't see clearly what...
All right. Okay, this one says, contrary to popular belief, large breasts do not respond sexually better than small breasts. Hello, how do you know?
But I'm really not... I'm not sure how I want to feel about reading this, but it's okay.
Okay, moving on.
What's this? Gymnophoria is the sense that someone is mentally undressing you. Oh, wow. Okay. You didn't just look at me, BC.
I would not want to do that in a million years. All right, this one says during the human mating period and mating action.
No, I disagree with you. No, BC, hold on. That's not it. I mean, technically, what we see on the screen is not what you're reading. Please, could you read it clearly?
Okay, during sexual intercourse,
yeah.
In addition to the genitals and breast, the inner nose also swells.
Okay. So, the last one. Wow. Okay, I know we earlier said if you have a book and pen, you should be able to take note of some of the things. This is a very educative segment as much as possible. Forget about our humors.
I think it's sex education.
Yeah, it's sex
education week. Yeah.
It's very vital that you understand some very important actions. So you don't just have sex because of the pleasure.
Yeah.
You must understand.
You must know what you're doing.
Yeah,
and be conscious of your actions.
Yeah. You see, you don't have to be that serious. All right, this happens to be the final one. Sex can relieve a headache. It releases the tension which restricts blood vessels in the brain. It's an exercise, yeah. So as much as possible, if you have your way, when you have a headache, make sure you do it at your comfort. You don't have to rush it because you just heard what we just read. Do you have a headache right now? Because the way you stare, it forces me to...
And that's the last word fact of our show. Thank you for joining us on today's episode. It's been a wonderful episode. Thank you, Favor Aya, who likes to be called Favorite. Until next week, drive safely, wear a nose mask, don't drink and drive. My name is Adebisi Kwelumi, simply BC. We'll be seeing you in the next episode. God.
Have a lovely weekend.
That's all you could say. Oh my God.